This has almost become the Obama-Castro summit here in Panama City, Frederica. It has been history in the making, and as you said, after a half century of Cold War relations between these two countries, and not really any sort of relations to speak of, they've been adversaries for a long time. You do sort of feel this relationship changing. The president saying during some remarks he just wrapped up here at the Summit of the Americas in Panama City that he does want to usher in a new era in relations between the United States and Cuba, and he made that plain to all of these Western hemispheric leaders, including Raul Castro, who was there in the same room when the president was speaking. Here's what he had to say.
The United States will not be imprisoned by the past. We're looking to the future and to policies that improve the lives of the Cuban people and advance the interests of cooperation in the hemisphere. Now, this shift in U.S. policy represents a turning point for our entire region.
Now, what was even more remarkable was what followed, and that is because the president, we should point out, he said for a few moments that that Latin America should stop blaming the United States for all of its problems. That was sort of a prebuttal to this remarkable 50-minute speech, which was really sort of a borderline rant on the part of Cuban President Raul Castro, who railed against the United States, railed against past presidents, gave out a litany of grievances that the Cuban people have had with the U.S. For decades. But then, during what was just an unbelievable moment during Castro's remarks, he praised President Obama as an honest man. Here's what he had to say.
In my opinion, President Obama is an honest man. I have read some of his biographies, the two books written about his life. I have not been able to read them in full. I will do that with more time, but I admire him and his life, and I think that his behavior has a lot to do with his humble background.